Hi, this is Jessica Harris, PM 692 Video to Discussion. One of the most important components in a project is communication. Communication is necessary for the achievement of development projects. In project management, communication is perceived as the foundation or lifeblood for effective project planning and management, according to Usu, Uklu, and Antega in 2020. Communication management is one of the main duties a project manager has. To avoid project failure, a communication plan must be developed. The purpose of the communication plan is to express who, what, how, and when information will be transmitted to project stakeholders so schedules, issues, and action items can be tracked based on Cray and Larson. Communication management ensures all those involved in the project are well aware of expectations and are on the same page. When you're communicating with the project team, telling a story of your project effectively to get the team to understand it is essential to a project's success. It's important to give thought when communicating with the project team in order to avoid any miscommunication. It's also to be aware of how much information you're giving at once so that they don't get confused or overwhelmed. And also, the project manager needs to be aware of any of the culture and dynamics of the project team and respond accordingly. There's value in bringing team members of a project team together for a team meeting. Managing and running a team meeting can play a very important part in the success of a project, and it involves effective and efficient communication. Team meetings can help solve problems and provide clarity. Meetings need to be both structured and productive, and one of the ways this can be done is by creating meeting agendas and then someone keeping track of meeting minutes to ensure that all needed topics are discussed, and if needed, we can refer back to the meeting minutes if we need clarification on something that was discussed. Unfortunately, there are communication blockers in a project. No communication or miscommunication are blockers that can lead to poor outcomes on a project. It's important that the project manager know going into the communication what outcome they are wanting. Communication blockers are when a message is not clearly received. According to Management Square, common communication blockers can include accusing, judging, insulting, sarcasm, threats, orders, or interrupting. There are a few great methods to communicate with the project team and discuss issues. Communicating effectively in all areas takes practice, and it's important to be conscious of what's being said and done and how the message is coming across. It's important to be aware of how the project team wants to receive information, what are their communication styles, and how are they going to respond. If a project manager knows how to get through to a project team, then they're more likely to get action as a result of the communication, which is the ultimate goal. Self-awareness is another important component in communication. The more an individual is aware of their own style and their impact on others, the more likely it is that they'll have effective communication with the project team. Emails, documents, presentations, meetings are the many different ways issues can be discussed with the project team, and it's important for the project manager to communicate effectively in any of these methods. Project managers are in a great position to stop a lot of conflict. And to me, one of the ways they can do this is if they take responsibility for the actions of their team compared to disciplining a team member. The team needs to be able to pull through together. The project manager needs to be continuously checking in with their team to ensure that they are performing their assigned task effectively. From these conflicts, the project manager and their team can learn, move on, and grow from the experience. The team also is able to experience and celebrate praise as a group.